Please come.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening,
Good evening,
Ravnish Kumar. Please have your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Ravnish, you are from Moradabad.
Yes, sir.
And your interview is on 19th of February.
Yes, sir.
You have taken mathematics. How is your written mathematics subject?
I'm sorry, sir. If you could please repeat it.
Written part of mathematics. How you have fared in that exam, mathematics?
Sir, I think as compared to last year, I have done well this time. And
last year you have appeared in the interview also?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then what was the scoring?
Sir, in interview I got 157 marks.
Okay. So it was the interview also and the written also, they were poor last year.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You are from IIT Delhi. Computer science is your subject.
Yes, sir.
What is the usefulness of mathematics in civil services? Once if you will be appointed in the civil services, how will you utilize the knowledge of mathematics?
Sir, in mathematics, first of all, analytical ability, which is required for better decision making. Secondly, the statistics part of mathematics is going to be very useful in civil services, where we have to analyze data, and based on that we will be taking decisions. So in data-based, evidence-based decision making, it is going to help a lot.
What happens during data, utilizing of data, the weakers, pure weaker class, whose number is very less, they get left in general. How will you tackle such situations?
Sir, when collecting the data, we have to focus on the sample which we are going to select. So it has to be as inclusive as possible, as diverse as possible, so that all the sections are getting covered. Then after selecting the sample space, we have to focus on the methodology which we are going to employ, so that the sections which are not getting covered so far, we can cover them and then make a better policy focusing on them.
Okay, good. Moradabad is famous for brass, I think something like that. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Is it producing, that area is producing brass or something else? Why it is famous?
Sir, by using raw materials, they are producing ornamental products made up of brass. And then
from where they are taking brass as a element?
So brass actually is an alloy and made up of copper and zinc. So they are using those elements and then they are forming the products.
So they are importing from other areas?
Yes, sir.
Which areas are important for that? From where they are importing or they are procuring? Within India or outside India?
There are resources available, especially of copper, in India itself.
Where?
I'm sorry, sir, I'm not recalling.
Rajasthan?
Yes, sir, Rajasthan has plenty of resources of copper.
Okay. Now, Moradabad is producing brass articles and something like that.
Yes.
Why Moradabad and why not other areas? Traditionally, we have seen that Moradabad, if you want to have some brass articles, you go to Moradabad, that's it.
So, firstly, it started there many years ago, and after that...
So, it is because of the labor, that which is traditionally trained since many years back, many decades back, or many centuries back.
Yes, sir.
And that is the reason that maybe some Shahukar at that time or king of that area many years back might have thought of getting the labor into this particular action. Yes. And now that is family we work. Okay, UP, you are from UP, Mahakumbh is going on or whatever it is.
Yes, sir.
And there are weather reports are not, but so many dips are there. Say 40 crore people have already, or 35 people have already taken a bath or snan over there.
Yes, sir.
What is the quality of that water at the moment? It is as pure as it is, or it is deteriorating? And if it deteriorating, what is the government taking action to make it pure?
Sir, first of all, the dips which people are taking, so there have been ghats which have been separated from the main river. So people are taking dip there. And if we compare it with the actual main Sangam, where both the rivers are combining, then there is a difference in the quality of that river which is there inside and the water which is available in ghats. And if we talk about the main river channel, then there have been programs for cleaning the river, such as National Mission on Clean Ganga. And for the ghats, there are localized solutions which they have been deploying so that on a daily basis it gets cleaned and a new batch of people are getting.
Are you sure they are the daily basis they are getting cleaned, or
So the actual provisions I'm not aware about.
Okay. They are mirroring the whatever the quality of the water, and if it is going beyond, then they stop for a while, maybe. But read it. Otherwise.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you have just about Ganga. You have mentioned National Mission on Clean Ganga. Which are the states involved in cleaning Ganga?
Sir, starting from the course of Ganga, Uttarakhand state, then Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, and if we cover the basin as well, if we talk
then
about
specific 5 states are there. First, you have named 4. Which is the fifth one?
Fifth one is Jharkhand.
Jharkhand, yes. That's okay. Now, we are at the moment almost in doldrum while dealing with Bangladesh.
Yes, sir.
What do you think? How should we tackle Bangladesh? Should we leave it as such, wait and watch, or should we engage somewhere so that at least a systematic government should be there, and then long term a plan should be followed, something like that? What is your strategy, or what is your take on that?
Sir, considering the importance of Bangladesh because it is a neighboring country, so if we leave it as it is, any disturbance there is going to affect our country as well, such as border infiltration is going to be an issue. And a better way ahead from here is going to be engaged with the current establishment and focusing on the early elections in the country so that a democratic form of government can be established. At the same time, the issue of extradition, which Bangladesh has raised with the earlier former PM of Bangladesh, Mrs. Sheikh Hasina, with respect to that as well, we have to tread it cautiously so that.
As you are saying that we will engage with Bangladesh, at least there should be a popular government by election or something like that. But Bangladesh authority at the moment is that they say that Sheikh Hasina's party will not participate. That will not be allowed to participate. Then how can there be a fair and good elections? Because it was in power.
Yes.
And now, if it will not, then most of the people will not get, because earlier it was, it has won elections for 3 times.
Yes, sir.
How can we think of having a fair elections in Bangladesh?
Sir, talking about from the perspective of an outside country, if in a particular country, if any party is not fighting election, I think it is going to be their internal matter. So we can't really interfere if which party is participating in the election and which is not. It will be against their sovereignty. But from the outside perspective, we can really take it to the UN as well to raise the issue that there has to be a fair election and all the parties has to participate. We can build a consensus among other countries. From
recently, Mr. Trump has said that clean Gaza Patti is there.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about should such decisions be taken for other area outside a country? If just a president will say that, any president of the world will say that, clean it, clear of the people living over the area. What do you think about such decisions should be welcomed?
Sir, this decision from Mr. Trump came out of the blue, from nowhere. It was a surprising decision for everyone.
But it is being just seconded by Mr. Netanyahu also.
According to me, such decisions should not be made because, first of all, most of the countries are already going for a two-state solution for this area. Secondly, their culture and their custom, whatever is there, they have been practicing it for years. If they get assimilated in different countries, it will be washed away. And from this perspective, I think if we target any country out of some 2 or 3 countries coming together and targeting any one particular country, it will be against the UN Charter as well, which respects the sovereignty of the countries.
But it has even discouraged even the International Court of Justice also. So what to say of any country? It is the organizations, international organizations, they are being.
It has to be in duties of all the countries to come together and.
Ravnish, how are you?
I'm fine.
You're feeling good? You have reached to this level of interview. It is the second time you're going for this.
Yes.
Okay. So you're from Navodaya Vidyalaya.
Yes, ma'am.
How was your life at Navodaya?
I get there at an early age of 10 years old. So from the very beginning, we had to live far away from parents. And so what's more important was to build the connection with all the students which are there and with the teachers as well, because they were available 24/7 for us. Secondly, we have to be very disciplined from early on, like waking up early and then going to the classes. And more importantly, it was more of becoming independent on our own so that we can live it like if we are already separated from our parents, we can learn it to live on our own.
Okay, so you must had these exchange programs in different Navodayas, between different Navodaya. You, from some Navodaya, you go to some other Navodaya, some other state Navodaya. Is it something like that?
Yes, ma'am.
You have been to which place, which state?
There are 2 ways to migrate to other state. First of all, there is a migration policy which starts in 9th standard. So it is a 1-year migration based on the 3rd language which we are studying in our school. So I didn't get the chance to migrate there, but in 10th class I wrote a entrance examination for IIT JEE coaching. So for 11th and 12th standard, I went to Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya Kottayam in Kerala state.
Okay.
So I stayed there for 2 years.
Okay. How Kerala was different from your the previous Navodaya school, the previous state, Uttar Pradesh to Kerala?
Yes, ma'am.
How you acclimatized with the situation?
Firstly, it was different geographically. In Uttar Pradesh, there are plains, and there it was a bit of a hilly area in Kerala. Secondly, the climate was a bit different. Even in January, it was too hot in Kerala. And thirdly, the linguistic difference which exists there. Fourthly, cuisine as well. It was different, and I found it very difficult to get accustomed to that.
Okay. You must be knowing Sarva Siksha Abhiyan.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is your opinion on Sarva Siksha Abhiyan to Samagra Siksha Abhiyan? You know about Samagra Siksha Abhiyan?
Earlier, there exist different schemes. They were combined to form a Samagra Siksha Abhiyan to focus on school education of children. If we are going to compare them, I need to look it again.
Okay, no problem, no problem. So you're from Moradabad. So if I ask you that Moradabad used to be a great trade and commerce center during the Mughal era, how? In Mughal times, the Moradabad used to be a great trading center and commerce center. How?
Moradabad is situated on Ram Ganga river, which is a tributary of Ganga river. So from there, trade must have flown through. Secondly, traditionally the brass industry is established there. So the trade center was established because of this industry.
Okay, not very satisfying. Okay, anyways, football is one of your choice list, or I would say your interest list. Okay, so why this football sentiment is not as strong as the cricket sentiment in India? Why it is so?
Firstly, in cricket, we got a huge success early on since we won the ODI World Cup in 1983, and cricket gained immense popularity from there. So we lack such kind of a huge success in India so that football can be popularized. Then, secondly, it is like skewed in some regions as well only. Like football is more popular in northeastern area and then southern area, especially in Kerala. So the other regions we have
What about Kolkata FC and Mohan Bagan clubs and all?
Yes, ma'am. In West Bengal also football is too popular, and like it started from West Bengal only. The very first club established in West Bengal, but there are other regions which we need to capture, and we need to find the talent from, especially from the rural India, so that it can be popularized.
Okay, so you are a computer science engineer. Every day, whenever we do shopping on internet, okay, so we see if we find for a shoe, the other day they keep showing us those shoes. The concept is of cookie bucket. So what do you think? Is it breaching the privacy, or how it should be tackled?
Ma'am, it shows what we want. So it is actually collecting the data, and based on that, it is giving us the suggestions that we would be wanting to buy this. And like talking about the privacy issue, there have been passed the Digital Personal Data Protection Act. So it can be tackled through that, where the companies has to already notify us that why they will be using their data and all. So we will be already aware about the.
But it is not, you're not asking for that. You talk of Matar Paneer and you get notifications of Matar Paneer on the internet. So.
But it is like we are the only one who are reflecting our choice there. So they are collecting it.
Even without typing?
If we are not putting it there, then I think I need to look at it again.
Okay. Can you please tell me about the cadre choices related to Zone 4? Your Zone 4 cadre choices.
Zone 4 is, I think it is the northeastern area, if I'm not.
What you have chosen? Yes.
So first choice I have chosen it as Assam and Meghalaya. Then second I have chose it differently for IS and IPS. And for IS I'm confused actually about second and third choice. But
what is the last choice?
Last choice is Nagaland for both of them.
Is it? Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Why Nagaland?
So it's just a preference.
But you have given a choice for Manipur. Manipur is in turmoil. Yes. It should be the last choice.
Or why not to choose, take the challenge? Why would you avoid to take the challenge? What is your say on that?
If we talk about challenge, then Manipur is also going through a challenge, and I have put it before Nagaland, so it shows that I am ready to take.
To accept challenge.
Okay, good.
Yes, okay. Thank you very much, ma'am. Ravnish, Kumar, you have a very, impressive academic record. CGP in 10th standard, 10 on 10. In 12th, 97.6, right?
Yes, sir.
And then in BTech, 6.57. Why this sudden fall?
Sir, I would like to say that it was because of a lack of clarity what I am going to do when I enter into the college, what I am going to do with the subject which I have got. Secondly, the lack of interest as well. I couldn't generate the sufficient interest in the subject.
In computer sciences?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then why you opted for computer science engineering if you don't have the sufficient interest in that?
To be honest, I didn't even know about computer science when I chose it. Like all the high rankers were choosing and I was getting it, so I decided to go away. Like my parents was opposing it to go for civil engineering.
Okay.
But I opted it.
Okay, fine. What is your take on, there is a prevalent opinion among the students also in IITs that there is a rampant caste system prevalent in IITs, especially in top-notch departments. they have a certain biases towards students who are coming from general category. What is your take on this issue?
Sir, I would like to say it's not as rampant or not exist as it is being talked about outside. So inside, it's a bit of a more inclusive towards more inclusive system, and the bias comes about because of the group which comes because of the difference in the academic achievements which we are getting. So people usually make a circle where they expect the someone who is as what I would like to say about as interactive as possible with respect to a particular subject. So they are forming group based on the interest in a particular subject and not based on the caste or any other kind of groups.
Then why IIT Bombay is coming out with the guidelines that it is now mandatory that in all the IITs you are not supposed to ask the rank of the students? This is the recent initiative by IIT Bombay. If I go by your statement, it means IIT Bombay is officially wrong.
So talking about the rank, it might give a perspective for a for a child which is at a very young age of 18 years. It might give a perspective that if a particular student has got some rank and I have got some rank, but we are in the same department, it might give a perspective to that student that I have worked hard as compared to this. So in order to improve this mindset, they must have gone.
Who wrote a book, Caste in Merit?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not aware about that.
What is the contribution of Professor S.C. Maheshwari? You heard about him? In IIT Delhi Computer Science Department?
No, sir.
No. Professor Rajiv Kumar?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Fine. What is the most unique aspect of IIT Computer Science, which was in the news, IIT Delhi Computer Science Department? It was in the news in 2023. For what reason? Any idea? Because you just passed out in 2021.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
It was in the news because in IIT Delhi Computer Science Department, more than 50 students were offered 1 crore per annum package, which is a remarkable feat. And the highest package was 2 crore per annum.
Sir, it is indeed a remarkable feat because...
Yeah, right? Okay. Who's the President Commissioner of Moradabad?
Sir, Mr. Anjali Kumar Singh.
Okay. How much far away is Chandosi from Moradabad?
Sir, around 45 kilometers.
45. Why Chandosi is famous for?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not aware about that.
There is a one place in Moradabad which was in the news, that is Sambhal.
Yes, sir.
What do you know about this issue in Sambhal?
The issue is about currently there is a mosque named Shahi Idgah Mosque. So issue is about the surveying of the mosque because there have been reports that earlier there was a temple named Harihar Temple, and on that this Shahi Idgah Mosque was built. So when a survey team went there, violence erupted out.
Ravnish, do you think that we need to revisit Places of Worship Act? What is your view on that? I want to know your view. Please don't give me that bookish kind of a view. I want to know your take on this.
Sir, according to me, I think there is no need to revisit the Places of Worship Act because the cutoff date which was set up in the act was 15th August 1947, and I think it is a fair date because India got independence on that day. So whatever happened before that, I think it doesn't matter, and after that, as a country which is independent now, let's just freeze the status of all the religious places on that date and move ahead to build a new nation.
Okay. What is the idea of constitutional morality?
So the idea of constitutional morality is about using the constitutional framework and the limitations imposed by the constitution to follow all the procedures, all the regulations within the limits of constitution.
Then how it is different from constitutionalism?
Constitutionalism is about the limitations on the powers.
But you are saying that you are including limits in constitutional morality also, Mr. Ravnish. Then how you will differentiate between these two important concepts?
So in constitutional morality, onus is on us to use the constitutional principles to further the values which have been enshrined in constitution.
And in constitutionalism?
there have been limitations on which we can use for our own good.
My last question to you, Mr. Ravnish. You see, if I talk about scheduled caste community, there is no inter-harmony in scheduled caste community or scheduled tribes community. Jatavs are not intermingling with Valmikis, right? Mahars are very advanced in Maharashtra. Redis are very advanced in Hyderabad. There is no intermingling among the different scheduled caste communities among each other. But they are asking a fair treatment from the upper caste. Don't you think it is a paradox?
So to an extent, I think it exists there, where there is a difference. People feel there is a difference among different castes, but at the same time, they expect the same treatment from. It exists there, but I think it is existing at a limited scale. It doesn't prevail when someone who is educated enough, like if I take my example, I don't differentiate among others on caste basis as compared to my elder generations, like my parents or grandparents.
Is it also available in other castes? Say, not only the categories SC, but in other categories, Pandits, Rajputs. There is a friction between Rajputs and Pandits also? There are other castes.
Sir, it exists actually in different castes, because caste is a group which people feel like each similar to one another, and then when comes a different.
Is there any within only, say, within a particular caste also? Say Brahmin is a caste. Is there any difference between the people among a particular caste also?
The differences exist, but they vanishes based on the circumstances. Let's say if we compare it with a different caste, then people will come together to fight them. Then if there is a dispute amongst themselves, then they will form them as a group which exists within the caste lines as well.
Over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. So today is your birthday, right?
Yes, sir.
So happy birthday, first of all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Any unique thing which happened on this day?
Other than you born?
Sir, our freedom fighter, Mr. Sachindra Sanyal, he died on this day in Andaman and Nicobar jail. Secondly, there is
For what charge he was there?
Sir, he was a revolutionary, so on the revolutionary activities which he was carrying out, on those charges, he was sent to that jail.
Any particular activity on which he was caught?
I'm sorry, sir, I'm not aware about that.
Okay. Tell me, Ravnish, why your district is hub of illegal smuggling and mining?
I'm sorry, sir, I'm not aware about illegal mining issue in my district.
Okay, your district borders Nepal, some areas.
No, sir.
Okay. There is one academy, police training academy,
Yes, sir.
in your district.
Yes, sir.
On whose name it is?
Dr. B.R. Ambedkar.
Okay, what is his contribution?
Sir, he advanced the interest of marginalized groups while talking to especially when participating in roundtable conferences. Then moving ahead, he talked about the specific representation for the communities. Then he was the architect of the constitution as well.
Okay, what is impact of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar on UP politics?
Sir, based on the ideology of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, one separate party itself emerged out, and the mobilization of the people based on the ideology of taking the marginalized group forward.
So what was the name of that party?
Bahujan Samaj Party.
Okay. And who is the leader?
Currently, the leader is Mayawati.
So who is more successful, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar or Mayawati?
Sir, if we look at in terms of advancing the interest of the people, I think foundation was led by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and he championed the interest of the communities. So I think he's going to be more successful as compared to the current establishment of BSP, because they got the chances to be in power, but the significant differences hasn't been observed so far. So I think they have lagged in that.
But Dr. B.R. Ambedkar never got that much power which Mayawati got as a chief minister. There is a difference between Law Minister of India and UP Chief Minister. Okay?
Yes.
Don't you think Mayawati has done more in terms of ground impact? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar may be ideologically very important, but in reality it was Mayawati who implemented the ideas.
Sir, she has helped in strengthening the identity and uniting the people to come forward and unite and then win the fair share of power in that by using their vote. In that sense, she has done a good amount of work.
Okay, tell me Tehsils of Moradabad. Just name them.
Thakurdwara,
Okay.
Moradabad itself is a tehsil. I'm sorry, sir, I'm not recalling others.
Okay. See, Ravnish, you're from IIT. I don't know why you want to join civil service, because India lacks, India need researchers. It don't need civil servants, because civil servants are failing everywhere. Why you are coming to civil service? You should have went to, you should have joined some research institute. You have developed some technology. Why you are coming to civil service? Don't you think it is a waste of, government money?
Sir, firstly, I would like to disagree about the statement that civil servants have been failing and they haven't done enough. And
But don't we see in society people abuses civil servant, that they are corrupt, they only listen to politicians.
there have been perception that too, I think, is very limited. And talking about why I would want to go civil services, firstly, I was not able to gather sufficient interest in the subject itself. Secondly, I was looking.
You could have left in between. What is problem in that? If you are not interested, you could have left computer engineering.
But then other options, I was not aware about other options at that time, and the pressure as well. Like, I knew I could complete the subject, I could complete the graduation, then why left out?
Okay. Just tell me who coined the term scheduled caste.
I'm sorry, sir, I'm not aware about that.
Okay. What is your view on caste census? Recently, Telangana government has done that. Are you aware of that?
Yes, sir. Sir, caste census will help us to enumerate the different castes and based on and the associated indicators as well. So based on that, we would be getting an idea about their well-being, about their social and educational levels, and if we are able to get a data.
Okay, let me give you an example. Let us say I am a Brahmin community, and I am opposing this. Why I am opposing this? Because after caste census, there will be a huge demand for reservation from OBC, SC and ST. Now, convince me that there should be a caste census. Why I should not oppose this? Because if there will be increase in reservation, obviously merit will be compromised. And it's not a good thing for a system if merit is compromised.
Sir, caste census is not just about taking the reservation, it is also about targeting the policies and then targeting particular groups.
But policies are still targeted without caste census. Still there is Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, Manrega is there. You don't need caste census for that.
but we won't be getting the actual data about how much it is penetrating into the different groups, different social groups, as we have seen the enmity between different caste
But
groups.
recently, World Bank told that India abolished extreme poverty. Are you aware of that? It is due to these schemes only. We don't need caste census.
But again, I would like, I'm in a support of caste census, and but it should not be used against the, like, the social harmony which exists. It should not be used to disturb that, and in order
Okay.
to that we have to take all the segments together.
Okay, thank you.
Ravnish, you are really a very good personality. Very good personality. You kept your energy till end. That is the quality a civil servant is required, and you have. You fight up to the maximum. That is a very good quality. But sometimes you require some depth in that particular fighting, right? Somewhere that was missing, and that's why maybe some maybe good marks last time may not have come into. But this time you should not leave. Yeah, you have time. You need to prepare topics. What are the current topics? What is written in your def? मुरादाबाद में आप और पढ़िए थोड़ा सा, क्यों ये इंडस्ट्री आई? रॉ मटेरियल यहाँ होता नहीं है, तो जहां रॉ मटेरियल नहीं होगा वहां पर इंडस्ट्री आने का क्या कारण रहा होगा? ऐसे सोचने की जरूरत थी उस क्वेश्चन को, जैसे हमने पूछा. सो वट एवर, जब वेन एवर यू आंसर, एटलीस्ट सी द इंटेंट ऑफ आस्किंग अ क्वेश्चन. इसको थोड़ा एनालाइज करो, ठीक है? आप बहुत अच्छे हैं, पॉजिटिव, कॉन्फिडेंट, इन्वॉल्व इन डिस्कशन, एंड यू आर्टिकुलेट एंड मॉड्यूलेट बोथ. That is good quality, but you require state and depth details, important current events and international issues. I try to put you in somewhere. Understand the question, then frame answer and then answer. और उसमें भी important 2-3 points. That's all. लंबा करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Practical part of the subject, computer, your information or computer is the subject. Then mathematics is the subject. I tried little, and you answered very well. That it is the statistics which give you heterogeneity and homogeneity among the population, among the area, among the class, among the whatever it is. And then we can design our policies, or we can design our strategies so that all parts of the section of the society, they are being addressed into, right? Or see, whenever sometimes a tickling question is being asked, like honorable member asked something about a caste. We are divided as a group, say scheduled caste. If we are divided, where is not the division? Division is there in among the Pandits also. If you read something about the Pandits of Uttarakhand, then there is a difference between hell and heaven. Most of the Pandits, there are 18 types of different Pandits and something. The one caste that hardly tolerates the last, they hardly married. So हल्का सा उस तरफ को tilt कर दी सर. Though among the there is a difference, but it is there in other castes also. So इसको थोड़ा सा, यदि पर उसमें थोड़ा पता जरूर होना चाहिए कि कौन सी कास्ट में क्या है, ठीक है? और अदरवाइज हाँ, yes, because they are lower strata, sometimes they hardly open their caste once they come into the services, or even if they don't come. But at least whenever it is a collective decision, all they are one. So like that you should say something. You are really a good candidate. Must prepare topic wise. बजट को पढ़िए थोड़ा सा, और इकोनॉमिक्स को देखिए क्या चीज है, किस किस को बेनिफिट दिया, किसको नहीं दिया, कैसे और जनता जो है हम लोगों को बेनिफिट दे सकती है बजट में, गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज में. मैंने थोड़ा सा आपको गंगा के बारे में, और थोड़ा सा इसको पढ़ने की जरूरत है आपको गंगा के बारे में. ठीक है?
Thank you, sir. Ravnish, this DAF is the personality till date you're carrying, right? It is about you. अब जैसे आप नवोदय से पढ़े हो, right? You have studied from Navodaya. It comes under a special scheme. Navodaya, Netarhat, all Sainik School, all these, yes, right? तो सर्व शिक्षा, to Samagra Shiksha is a question that should be addressed by you well. Okay, क्योंकि आपने उसके बेनिफिट्स लिए हैं.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, आप उसके बेनिफिट्स लेंगे तभी तो आप उसके बेनिफिट्स आगे बताएंगे लोगों को, राइट? तो दिस इज अ थिंग दैट टू बी डन. ओके, हिस्ट्री वाला सेक्शन जो होता है ना, ये सबसे आम सेक्शन होता है. हर किसी ने उतनी हिस्ट्री पढ़ी होती है, थोड़ी बहुत. तो जो हिस्ट्री में एक अच्छा आंसर उम्मीद करते हैं लोग आपसे, तो आपको वो मुरादाबाद के ट्रेड एंड कॉमर्स वाले पे आपको नहीं पता था, यू शुड हैव क्लियरली said. आपने अटकलें लगाने का, you just tried, hit and trial किया आपने. That was really not very nice. ठीक है, पहले मैं सिर्फ थोड़े से नेगेटिव, जो थोड़े से कम नेगेटिव पार्ट्स हैं उन पे ही काम कर रही हूँ. फुटबॉल क्वेश्चन यू डिड इट वेल. जोन और कार्डर से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन, एक तो पहले जो आपने भरा है, आपके इसमें फिल किया है आपकी चॉइसेस को, that you should be very clear with. Because UPSC आपसे ये सोचे, they are thinking that you have put all your head into that. Okay. Why do we have this long form this year UPSC का? क्यों? क्योंकि जितने भी अटेंटिव लोग हैं या तो वो हो जाए या तो छट जाए.
Yes.
You know, this idea of UPSC behind this. तो ये है. दूसरा, you are a computer science engineer. I don't care आप 6.5 लाते हो, 5.3 ले आते हो, whether it was a good subject for you or not. कौन वो, like there was a time when people they were not very thoughtful about what branch they should take. Okay, people take CSE. If good rank, I've got a good rank, I should get into computer science. Okay, that time you must, उस समय आपके दिमाग में ये भी नहीं होगा whether it is coming in the civil services or not, right? तो शायद ये भी एक पर्सपेक्टिव होता है, आपने नहीं लिया होता, right? But you need to answer certain questions like, obviously, this is a big thing. Everyone is talking about Gemini और Apple, आपके iOS के अंडर भी ये सारी चीजें आ रही है कि they listen to your voice. You need to go to this certain section. You need to put off the mic, the voice recognition. फिर data, India is a big data, has a big data, right? So data management, it's still a challenge here. Okay, so then you need to read all these sections. Good part is, trust me, you're very good. You are going to fetch extra marks on that bargaining facial expression. जो नहीं आता बड़े प्यार से मुस्कुरा के टलवा देते हो, which is quite a thing. Okay, I like your attire very well. Your posture is perfect. Haircut is good. If you can at least do something, you have almost officer-like look. मतलब एक stereotypical way of looking at an IAS officer, right? It is good. You have a nice smile, because smile is very important in a person. It shows how good you are, or what you are thinking at this moment. Everything is real fine. It's just that you need to work on the DAF, because this is you. इतने ही आप उनके सामने मिलेंगे. You're confident, डेफ्थ रहे तो बहस करें, नहीं रहे तो ना करें. रेस्ट आप ये पहन के जा रहे हैं?
Yes,
परफेक्ट. दिस इज
बहुत
गुड.
ही अच्छा,
बहुत अच्छा है. दिस इज गुड, अच्छा है. हो सके तो एक बहुत डिसेंट सी टाइप इन अगर आप चाहें तो लगा सकते हैं. ठीक है, क्योंकि कई बार क्या होता
व्हाइट
है,
भी कर सकते हैं, अच्छा
हाँ,
लगेगा और बाहर निकल आएगा.
हाँ, और एक अच्छी चीज, हाँ, शर्ट व्हाइट, बिकॉज वैसे ये भी कलर उम्दा है आपके लिए. टाइप इन का ये पार्ट होता है. कई बार क्या होता है, एक बहुत अच्छे से अटायर में ना लोग एक छोटी सी मिस्टेक ढूंढने की कोशिश करते हैं. वो क्या होता है, जो दोनों इधर उधर हो जाते हैं. तो टाइप इन कैन हेल्प यू विद दैट. उसका जो होना चाहिए वो आपका मिड में होना चाहिए. ठीक है, डायफ्राम के आसपास कहीं, राइट. और ये वाला जो नॉट है, इसको आप कभी स्लांटी ऐसे मत पहने. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा ऊपर होना चाहिए. रेस्ट यूर परफेक्ट. स्पेक्स आर गुड. Okay, suits you to sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Ravnish, I'm very impressed with your honesty, and I guess honesty is your USP. And your body posture is very good. Your confidence level, as already indicated by Honorable Chairman, my Honorable Member, it is very good. You have a good articulation. But your interview is on 19th February. I would advise you to work more on certain tricky issues which are in the news, right? For example, when I ask you a question on subcategorization of caste, actually, immediately your answer should be, as sir said, there is subcaste in Brahmins. Yes, there are so many subcaste in Brahmins. There are God Brahmins are there. Then there are there are 10,000 subcaste in Brahmin, and they don't also intermarry with each other. Yes. So this problem is not peculiar only with scheduled caste or scheduled tribe. It is present everywhere, and that is the reason Indian society is a structural unequal society. And to remove that structural inequality, it is the obligation on the part of Constitution founding fathers to bring equality, level playing field, and that is why these kind of affirmative actions are given. So this kind of answer should be expected from you, right?
Yes.
And wish you good luck. Do well.
Thank you.
Over to you, sir.
यार एक तो आप ऐसी कोई जवाब मत दीजिए जिसका जहां से क्वेश्चन निकल जाए। सचिन कुमार सान्याल के ऊपर कुछ पता ही नहीं है आपको, मतलब आपका बर्थडे था वो तो हम इसलिए पूछ दिए, फिर भी पूछ तो सकते ही है ना, इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ द डेट।
इनफैक्ट जिस दिन आपका होगा सर उस दिन के लिए भी
हाँ,
बता
हाँ,
सकते हैं
हाँ।
कि this particular day।
है ना, तो ऐसा आप जवाब मत दीजिए कि फिर उससे क्वेश्चन
और जवाब यदि देते भी हो तो आपको पता जरूर होना
हाँ,
चाहिए,
जरूर
अगर
होना
खाली-
चाहिए, है
You
ना,
know,
ठीक,
से-
बाकी सब अच्छा।
बाकी
Okay.
you're good।
I have one question.
माँ बोलो,
Like, can I adjust my specs in between the
जैसे
interview?
आपको
Yes.
अच्छा लगे। देखो एक चीज बताते हैं,
इट्स नेसेसरी, वो गिर
आपको
रहा है,
आपको
come on।
दिखाई देना चाहिए, आप बहुत अच्छे लग रहे हैं, जैसे भी रह रहे हैं आप। सबसे अच्छी बात है, यू वर नेवर टेंस,
यस,
नाइदर यू वर
तो ये
ओवर
2 मार्क्स
लाफिंग।
ज्यादा 4 मार्क्स ज्यादा ले आएंगे सिर्फ इसलिए कि वो बार्गेन
आप
कर ले रहे
बहुत
हैं
ज्यादा फेस में चार्म भी मत लाइए, बहुत ज्यादा टेंस भी मत रखिए। यू शुड बी कंपोज एनफ and you should take all questions which are being asked.
Personality देख के this is what a personality of IAS officer
हाँ,
is.
यस
very
सर,
good.
ये टोटल बार्गेन।
आप बस ये है कि अपने आंसर्स को बस सेंट्रिक रखिएगा, इधर उधर दाएं बाएं भटकने मत दिए, बिल्कुल कंपोज रहिए। जो पता नहीं है, चाहे 5 क्वेश्चन हो जाए, आपको नहीं पता तो नो 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 बोलना शुरू करिए। वहां मत बोलना दैट आई विल रीड, क्योंकि यहाँ तो बोलोगे ही रीड, क्योंकि यहाँ पर तो हम मॉक में तैयारी कर रहे हैं आपकी, वहां पर नहीं है। वहां सर आई और इसको थोड़ा सा ना रिस्पेक्टफुली फुली
या
इनकार
फिर
करिएगा,
पूछो आप, या फिर आप पूछो कि आप गेस भी लेना चाहते हो तो पूछो उस चीज को।
और गैस करने के लिए आप परमिशन दे दीजिए, दो आई एम नॉट श्योर बट आई वांट टू गैस। उससे क्या होगा, यदि आप थोड़ा सा गलत भी बोलोगे, पर कई बार गैस में आप यदि वो ऐसा शब्द यूज कर जाते हैं जो कि और कंट्रोवर्शियल हो और आपको डिस्करेज ना करे, बी केयरफुल, ठीक है।
Yes.
थोड़ा सा आपने एक और करना, फादर का प्रोफेशन भी थोड़ा सा पढ़ लेना, whether it has helped you to reach up to this situation, how you have felt when your father comes in uniform or something like that, why you have not chosen police service as the first choice,
यस,
right? कुछ ऐसे क्वेश्चन हैं जिनको एक जनरल आप बढ़िया से तैयारी कर से बहुत बढ़िया लिखा।
दे मे आस्क द क्वेश्चन कि जो पुलिस में होते हैं बहुत कम छुट्टियां होती हैं
Yes, ma'am.
उन लोगों के पास, तो हाउ डिड यू मैनेज, वेदर यू और ये आपके लिए अनोइंग था या नहीं था, काइंड ऑफ, क्योंकि चैलेंजेस रिलेटेड टू दैट।
तैयारी करो, बहुत अच्छी तैयारी कर लो, और हम चाहते हैं आपका नाम हम नोट कर देंगे आज।
यू आर जस्ट देयर,
हमें देखना है आपका नाम,
बस ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं होना।
ओके,
Wish you good luck.
Thank you.
Good.
Do well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
बस
All the best.